explore all the free crochet patterns I published in 2025. Hi there, I'm Cilla from Cilla Crochets, and I'm here to cheer you on throughout your crochet journey, no matter what stage you're at. In today's video, I'm going to go through all the crochet patterns I designed and published in 2025 on my blog. If you're interested in the written crochet patterns of anything I'm sharing today, check that description below for all the links that you need. But let's get started. Let's start with January's pattern. It was this classy carrot. Now, this pattern is meant for beginners. It is a super easy pattern and it is going into my new crochet veggie collection. It is all you really need to know how to do is single crochet, chain, slip stitch, and that's about it. Very easy pattern, great for beginners if you are new to crochet. Went along the same lines in February and created another fruit crochet pattern to match up with all the other amigurumi fruit I make. This is a fig. In case you didn't know, it is a very, very basic shape and only 2 colors. So again, this one is really good for beginners learning how to make amigurumi. It's also good if you've got a little one with a toy kitchen who wants play food. But generally speaking, this is an easy crochet pattern, ideal for beginners who might like their figs. Coming up to March, I returned to the Eggy Paw Pal collection, which I know I did a couple of videos earlier in the year about creating these Eggy Paw Pals and talked to you about all the different collections I've created. Basically, I have a tradition of making eggy animals for Easter each year, and I made a couple more this year. So this was my March free crochet pattern. This is Toto the tiger, and the Eggy Paw Pals was the first eggy animal collection I created. So this little one, Toto, is part of the Eggy Paw Pals, and I'm super proud of how he turned out. He is also mostly no-sew, so the little feet and tail are actually made first and they're crocheted on as you make the egg-shaped body, and then the ears and the mouth are sewn on afterwards. But I absolutely love his little pattern. Now this is a little bit more of a harder pattern, I would say. I mean, it's advanced beginner, intermediate. I've called it intermediate, I think, on the pattern to be on the safe side. But you do need to know how to change colour, and also there's some, you know, it's changing colour within the row, not just a full row of a different colour. It's being able to change colours partway through a row and then change back again. But still a pretty easy pattern and a very cute one for Easter, or even not for Easter, just an adorable one. In April, I made another Eggy Paw Pal. This is Ricky the raccoon. So he again joins the Eggy Paw Pal collection. And this one has quite a lot of colour changing, as you can see on the face there. But here's another super cutie to join the Eggy Paw Pal collection. I've got quite a few of these now, so I'll stick the link below so you can check them all out. But these were the 2 I released last year. And yes, I will be releasing more eggy animals this year too. In April, I revamped this old pattern, which is just an Easter egg. This is not the one I published. I have another one sitting somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So I hope this is okay to show you. The only difference with this one versus the one that I published in April last year is that I've got colour changing in this one, whereas the one I published didn't have any colour changes. So again, just an Easter egg, super easy pattern for beginners. Also a really good one to customize for Easter. So you can crochet the Easter egg and then put embroidery on it or do lots of different types of color changing on it. It's just the base Easter egg shape, so you can have some fun with it for Easter. In May, I revamped an older pattern, but I am still counting it as a new pattern that was published last year. That was Pablo the paintbrush. So Pablo I originally designed quite a few years ago, but I needed to redo his pattern because of the new EU legislation that came out, and I had to add details onto the PDF, so I thought, why not? I'll just revamp the blog post as well, which is what I did. So this is for any art lovers or, you know, kids that have arty parents, for example, but also it is a really simple crochet pattern to make and a really good one for beginners because, you know, you have to do various increases and decreases You have to colour change, you get to put a little face on the amigurumi, but it's not too hard to make and it looks cool. It's fun. It's a fun one. I really want to do a paint palette to go with Pablo one day as well. That's on the list. Probably not this year, but it's on the list to do in future. In June, I returned to my love of lovies, which are these little baby blankets, and I made, this is Bella the bunny lovey. This is an intermediate crochet pattern, and I basically altered my original bunny pattern for, let me show you, this little cutie into this lovey. So the free pattern for her is on my blog, as are all the other patterns I've spoken about so far. But I just love her face embroidery, and I actually did a tutorial of how to do this face embroidery on YouTube as well. So I'll stick that link below in case you're interested in checking that out. But I just love how she turned out. She's definitely one of my favorite designs of the year. I'll show you my favorite soon. In July, I returned to the crochet veggie patch and I made an onion. So that is the outstanding onion. I wanted to give it, you know, I wanted to give it roots so it looks like it's just been pulled straight out the ground instead of being bought off a grocery store shelf. So hopefully I've achieved that. I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and it has been quite a popular one. I've seen a few people make this one already. In August, in advance of Halloween, I made this mini witch's hat. I do not have it with me. I've put it away somewhere because it's, you know, no longer Halloween. And I haven't been able to find it. I will find it at some point, but here's a photo of it. It's a really easy make, and I actually copied, I didn't fully copy, I changed it slightly, but the witch's hat from, this is Willow the Witch Lovey. So she was one of my first ever comforter crochet designs. Has been quite a popular one as well. I do love how she looks. But basically what I did was I released just the witch hat so you can make the witch hat and use it as a decoration around the home. Now again in August I made another lovey. This is Billy the bear. I absolutely love the way he turned out as well, and I'm becoming really obsessed with making these loveys. I love making them, no pun intended, but they are just so fun because you get the mixture of the blanket and then you get the mixture of the amigurumi parts and a really, really cute result. Babies love them as well because, you know, they obviously chew on the parts, but it, you know, it does give them some comfort. Just be wary of little fingers and don't use safety eyes for any children under 3. But yeah, I absolutely love Billy the bear lovey. And the last crochet pattern I released in 2025 was this little one in November. And I will be honest, this is my favorite design of 2025. This is Alan the acorn. I absolutely love how I got creative and I used some textured crochet stitches to create the top of the acorn. I feel like the shape of the little acorn's body was absolutely perfect, and I just love the charm, the cute little character charm that has come with this one once I've attached the little arms and legs and created the little face. You can tell I love this one, I really do. This is my favorite. I wish, you know, I hope none of the others heard that. Anyway, so that is everything I designed in 2025 last year. It was 11 patterns in total that I published on the blog. Not as many as I hoped. I normally aim for one a month. But last year threw me a couple of curveballs, and I released the 12 days of Christmas crochet along. Basically the 12 Christmas decorations I designed, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I made into full-length video tutorials, which took ages, and released one a day between the 1st of December and the 12th of December. So I'm giving myself a little leeway here. I don't mind that I didn't publish 12 patterns last year. I did lots of things that I was not expecting to do, so that was one of them. I also had to update a bunch of PDF patterns based on the new EU legislation. I won't go into the detail of that because it was just a pain. Basically, I just had to add some EU representative details to my PDF patterns in order for me to be able to sell my PDF crochet patterns in Europe. So that was fun. But enough of that stuff. I hope you've enjoyed having this little review with me and seeing the 12 patterns I released last year. I think I started off with really easy, basic, quick crochet patterns that beginners would enjoy, and then I kind of advanced, you know, returning to some of my favourite things to design, which are the lovies and, you know, the more amigurumi character types. This year I've got some plans already for things I'm going to make. I'm going to expand the fruit collection. I always try and expand it at least a little bit each year. I'll probably expand the veggie collection as well, but I've definitely got some ideas for some new lovies and some new amigurumi as well as just a couple of little practical things for around the home that I want to make for myself anyway. So I'm like, well, I may as well make it as a pattern and share it with everyone as well, because I'm sure if I want it, other people in the world will want it as well. I won't tell you any more about that yet. First thing I'm going to publish this year is in that category, so you won't have to wait long. So I'm going to bring today's video to a close. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know below which of the patterns I've shared today is your favourite. What's something that you would like to crochet out of those 11 patterns I've shared? I'd really love to hear from you. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please do hit that subscribe button and turn the little bell on so you get notified when any new videos are released. Until next time, happy crocheting!